Basically, the object now is to launch and to maintain as much, or get as high as you can and stay up for as long as you can right now. Maximum time you can stay in the air is until 5 o'clock tonight. If you haven't on the ground by 5 o'clock, you'll lose 100 points a minute. So the idea is to stay up as long as you can now.
And how is the scoring system done?
1 point per second. So theoretically, if somebody was in a bad position before, they could gain a whole lot of points if the person who was in the lead, for instance, didn't get launched until late.
The flying conditions aren't that good. I don't think it's strong enough to maintain a good 2 hours, and that's what you're going to need to win this contest. The weather system we've been getting has been stabilizing out in the last couple of days, and I think what will happen is later on this afternoon, conditions will get better, and launching off near the end of the window will give you an advantage at the lift.
What do you see out there? I mean, we're just looking at gorgeous sunshine and a beautiful day, but what do you see as a pilot?
Okay, the skies are very blue. What good indication of lift is white clouds called cumulus clouds, and they're an indication of thermal lift, and that's basically what we're flying in. I had the opportunity to watch 3 pilots launch before me, and all of them sunk out below the level of the mountain, so that gave me an idea that the lift wasn't in front where we want it.
What we do out here now is we try to get into columns of rising air, which is generated from the city and everything else. And we try to get up as high as you can to try to stay up for maximum altitude. You have a lot of, like everybody else is trying to do the same thing, so sometimes it gets pretty congested out there.
20 gliders out there at once is a lot?
Yeah, it's a fair amount, because everybody would be in the same thermal trying to climb up too, so it gets pretty hectic.
Just briefly, tell us your background in hang gliding. You're from Vancouver?
Yeah, I have a local shop. We have hang gliding school and everything else. We sell gliders and teach it and everything else. I've been flying for 6 years now. I have about 350 hours.
Well, everybody's got a chance at this point. I think everybody in the top 10 has a chance for #1 spot.
Are you happy with the way the local people have been doing, like yourself?
It's good to see the local boys up there, you know. It's really good. A lot of international pilots here and really tough competition. It's good.
Where do the pilots come from for the competition?
Well, they come from Australia, down south, California, Colorado, all parts of the United States, and some from Europe, Italy, those areas, and they're all sponsored pilots, professionals.
It was a little tough because it was marginal lift and we really had to work at it hard to make the flight last a long time, and that's what was today's duration.
Are there a lot of different styles, considering that people come from all around the world to compete in this event? Does somebody from Italy have a different style than somebody from South Africa and so on?
No, it's usually pretty basically the same. You know, perhaps one pilot might be more capable at ridge soaring than thermaling, but, you know, basically the same.
What about the growth of the sport in terms of women participating? Have you noticed a lot more women participating?
Actually, in the last year or so, there doesn't seem to be a great influx of women. It just seems to have steadied off and is about the same as the last couple of years. A few in the learning stages, but they do tend to drop off a little.